Right now, there are people surrounded by millions of others who still feel completely alone. They have phones, messages, dating apps, and constant notifications. And somehow loneliness is becoming one of the biggest psychological problems on Earth. Which raises a strange question nobody really thinks about. What happened when ancient humans got lonely? Not medieval humans, not ancient Romans. We're talking much earlier than that. Before cities, before writing, before civilization itself. Did humans 100,000 years ago feel the same crushing isolation people feel today? The answer is more disturbing than you'd expect. Because loneliness wasn't just an emotion back then. It was a survival alarm. Modern neuroscience discovered something terrifying about the human brain. The brain processes loneliness almost exactly like physical pain. Your brain literally treats isolation like danger. And that's not a modern problem. That's ancient programming. Because for most of human history, being alone usually meant dying. Think about what the world looked like 200,000 years ago. No locked doors, no hospitals, no police, no roads, just predators, freezing nights, and tiny groups of humans trying to survive. A single human alone in that world was vulnerable to almost everything. Researchers studying hunter-gatherer societies discovered something fascinating. Humans almost never stayed alone for long periods. Even sleeping alone was rare. Because the human brain evolved around connection. The tribe wasn't just social comfort. The tribe was your entire survival system. If you got injured, the tribe helped you walk. If you got sick, the tribe brought food. If predators attacked, the tribe fought together. And if you lost the tribe completely, your chances of survival collapsed. This changed the human brain permanently. Humans became emotionally dependent on other humans. Not because we were weak, because cooperation made us powerful. Loneliness became pain for the same reason hunger became pain. Pain forces behavior. Hunger forces you to eat. Fear forces you to run. And loneliness forces you to reconnect. Researchers discovered something even stranger. Humans don't just survive better together. Our brains literally function differently around other people. Conversation reduces stress hormones. Touch lowers anxiety. Shared laughter increases trust. Ancient humans accidentally discovered all of this through survival. And eventually, something incredible happened. Humans started telling stories. At night, tribes gathered around fires while darkness surrounded them. And for the first time in history, humans realized something strange. Stories could make people feel less alone. A person hearing a story suddenly understood that someone else had felt fear before. Someone else had suffered before. Someone else had survived before. Stories became emotional survival tools. And eventually, those stories evolved into myths, legends, heroes, monsters, entire cultures built from humans trying to emotionally connect with each other. Anthropologists believe storytelling may have been one of humanity's greatest survival adaptations. Because a connected tribe survives longer than an isolated one. And loneliness still controls human behavior today in ways most people never notice. People join groups because of it. People stay in unhealthy relationships because of it. People scroll endlessly through social media because of it. The ancient brain still fears isolation exactly the same way it feared predators thousands of years ago. Which explains something modern life accidentally broke. For most of human history, humans were rarely alone. Now millions of people spend hours isolated from real human contact every day. And the brain doesn't fully understand the difference between physical isolation and emotional isolation. That's why loneliness can feel physically exhausting. Your ancient survival systems are activating. The same systems that once protected humans wandering alone in dangerous forests. Modern psychology calls loneliness a public health crisis. Ancient humans would have called it a warning sign. Because in their world, isolation often came right before death. But humans also discovered the solution very early. Connection. Not entertainment, not technology, not status. Other humans. A fire. A conversation. Someone listening while you speak. For hundreds of thousands of years, that was enough. And maybe, somewhere deep inside the human brain, it still is.